आतंकवादी के हैं, इसका जरूरत नहीं होना चाहिए। और सब लोग को सबक मिलना चाहिए कि इलेक्शन कमीशन को होते हुए इतना गलत काम, इतना गलत बातें कोई भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी नहीं करना चाहिए। इसका भी हम लोग ने मांग किया है। चुनाव आयोग ने हमारे बातों को सुन करके उन्होंने उपयुक्त कार्रवाई करने के लिए बात कहा है। हम आश्वासित हैं, हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन जरूर कार्रवाई करेंगे। और मैं निर्मला जी को अनुरोध करता हूं, एक मिनट, मैं निर्मला जी को अनुरोध करता हूं कि हमारे मीटिंग के बारे में आपको थोड़ा सा और जानकारी दें।
Today we appeared before the full commission to bring to the notice of the commission that no less a person than the president of the Congress party and the leader of the opposition in Rajya Sabha has spoken in such condemnable words, and not just anywhere, not sitting with his friends. He went choosing an election-bound state, sitting there, addressing the media, and in that chose to call the Prime Minister a terrorist. And as Kiranji rightly said, today we mark the solemn and a very soulful day of 1 year completion after the Pahalgam attack, where civilians, unarmed civilians, were killed right in front of their families. We are just marking today the first complete year. And on the eve of that day, today, President of Congress Party goes to an election-bound state, Chennai. He sits in a press conference and says this. It has been a pattern in the Congress Party that they use chosen abusive language against the Prime Minister. And they repeatedly use it. There's no change or correction in their course. They have not changed their approach. And today, when we appeared before the commission, the full commission, we highlighted the fact that if a party repeatedly does this and calls the Prime Minister all kind of abusive names, today the words that Shri Mallikarjun Kharge has used, calling him a terrorist, is the bottommost in the pit that they have falling. A country where its Prime Minister has repeatedly said zero tolerance for terror. We will take every action, as opposed to the way in which Congress-led UPA acted on terrorists. They did all kinds of compromises. They didn't take any action. Whereas you find a Prime Minister who has taken sternest position and made sure terrorism is not given any inch of a space in this country. And here is the Congress Party President calling him a terrorist. Outrageous. It's, as was rightly pointed out by our Law and Justice Minister in the Commission, it's both an insult to the elected mandate given by the people of India. 140 crore people have given this mandate. It's an insult. More importantly, it is an insult to the entire system in this country, where through elections people choose their leader, and one person is the leader for the entire country. So we have demanded that the Election Commission take it in all its seriousness. The election process is still on. Tomorrow you have election in Tamil Nadu and phase 1 in Bengal. And here is a party which is completely frustrated and in its deep hate towards the Prime Minister. They're using words to insult him as a person and insult the Prime Minister, which is an institution that Prime Minister Modi holds. It is an insult to the mandate of the people. So we've requested the Commission to take this in all its seriousness and act firmly and sternly. Thank you.
मुझे एक चीज और कहना है। चुनाव आयोग इलेक्शन कमीशन जो कार्रवाई करना है वो तो इलेक्शन कमीशन करेगा, लेकिन हमारे देश का प्रधानमंत्री को टेररिस्ट कहा है। जितने टेररिस्ट हमारे देश के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ता है, सारा टेररिस्ट को प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में ही सारा टेररिस्ट को हम खत्म करेंगे। और जहां तक कांग्रेस पार्टी का सवाल है, कांग्रेस पार्टी को भारत का जनता सबक सिखाएगा। कांग्रेस पार्टी को पूरे देश का जनता सबक सिखाएगा, लेकिन टेररिस्ट को मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में ही सबक सिखाएगा।
Sir, the Congress party basically says the Congress.
एक मिनट कोई प्रेस
वेस्ट बंगाल के बारे में बोला क्या आप लोगों ने? वेस्ट बंगाल अभी
ये आज हम लोग स्पेसिफिक कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे ने प्रधानमंत्री जी को आतंकवादी कहा है, वो विषय को लेकर के हमने स्पेसिफिक कंप्लेंट लॉन्च किया है। बहुत जोर कार्रवाई करने के लिए मांग किया है और हम लोगों ने सुझाव भी दिया है। कई प्रावधान है, चुनाव अच्छा से चलना चाहिए, कमीशन को हम साथ देते हैं, हम कमीशन का सम्मान करते हैं, लेकिन मॉडल ऑफ कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट चुनाव प्रक्रिया को खराब करने के लिए कोई भी पार्टी काम करता है तो उसका खिलाफ कार्रवाई करने के लिए कहा है, तो उसमें पश्चिम बंगाल की सम्मिलित हो जाता है।
Sir, Congress party basically, Congress party has said that Mallikarjun Kharge has clarified over this remark. They said that he was saying that they are being terrorized by the agencies.
He has, in fact, Mallikarjun Kharge ji has qualified his own statement by using foul language. Is Prime Minister using agency to terrorize the people of the country? Agencies are constitutional bodies. They are all statutory bodies. Calling them terrorist organization, that itself shows that the mentality of the Congress party is degraded. How can Congress party misuse their own position as the principal opposition party to abuse the Prime Minister? That is the question.
Sir, have you also asked to register a case against Mallikarjun?
वो तो part of the
Well, viewers, to discuss more on this, I'm being joined by the input editor of News9, Brijesh Pandey. Now, Brijesh, the BJP has approached the EC and they are demanding strong action to be taken against Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge.
Well, absolutely. Now, we saw a galaxy of union cabinet ministers, from Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to Kiran Rijiju to Arjun Ram Meghwal, all of them reaching the Election Commission office and, they have demanded action to be taken against Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge. This particular demand had come in the backdrop of what Mallikarjun Kharge said in a press conference yesterday when, while he was talking about the election, he said that the conduct of the Prime Minister is of a terrorist, the Prime Minister is a terrorist. And when a journalist asked him what exactly he means by that, then he immediately clarified and said that what he meant by terrorist was that the Prime Minister terrorizes the opposition leaders and people by using, central agencies like ED and CBI. So he clarified his remark immediately after that, but by that time it was too late. Yesterday we saw Piyush Goyal, hitting out at the Congress party, saying that Congress calls it Mohabbat ki dukaan, but basically they are Nafrat ki dukaan. And today we saw the entire, the top ministers in Modi cabinet, Nirmala Sitharaman, Kiran Rijiju, Arjun Ram Meghwal going to the Election Commission, and they're also coming out addressing the press conference saying that how Congress has no respect for the institution, and the last line where the second last sentence of Kiran Rijiju was also very interesting when he said that Mallikarjun Kharge called Prime Minister terrorist, but we can promise you that under the leadership of Prime Minister we are going to kill all terrorists. So it's clear that the Congress is the BJP is going to go all guns blazing against the Congress party, and they are trying they will hit back at the Congress party against the remark which was made by their chief Mallikarjun Kharge.
Well, Brijesh, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman made this point while addressing the media that Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge chose a state where the polls is going to happen on the 23rd, that is Tamil Nadu, and there he called Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a terrorist. Later, though, he clarified that he did not call him a terrorist, but does it clearly a violation, a possible violation of the model code of conduct?
Well, we'll have to wait and watch as to exactly what kind of, code of conduct this calling violates. But the fact of the matter is that, yes, in politics, when we are, when you are such a high-ranking politician, when you are the chief of one of the biggest party in the country, some party which has ruled the country for decades, calling the Prime Minister terrorist is something, which does not go down well. And it is one, usage of this kind of sentence should be avoided at all cost. And this is more than model code of conduct. I think this is a model code of decency, I would say, which demands that that the Prime Minister of the country is accorded due respect whenever you are referring to him. So the BJP has appealed to the Congress party, saying has appealed to the Election Commission, I beg your pardon, saying that action should be taken against Mallikarjun Kharge for breaching the model code of conduct. It will be interesting to see what kind of action does the Election Commission takes against Mallikarjun Kharge. Though the Congress party is claiming that immediately after that Mallikarjun Kharge clarified his remark, and he also said that he can never call Prime Minister terrorist. What he meant was that the Prime Minister is terrorizing the people, the opposition parties of this country by using central agencies like ED and CBI. But the Congress is saying that this reflects the mindset of the Congress party, that they are not able to adjust to the fact that even after 12 years of Prime Minister Narendra Modi being the Prime Minister of this country, they are not able to digest the fact.
Well, Brijesh, as you rightly pointed out, that the BJP will go all guns blazing against the Congress party, and the union ministers in fact highlighted that how time and again abuses were hurled at Prime Minister Narendra Modi by the leaders from the Congress party. So what is exactly the Congress party saying at this moment when the BJP is going on all guns blazing against them?
Well, the Congress party is saying that the remark was an inadvertent remark, and Kharge did not meant that the Prime Minister of the country, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is a terrorist. Basically, the real intention of what he said was immediately clarified by Mallikarjun Kharge, when he said that what he meant was that that the Prime Minister is terrorizing opposition parties by using agencies like ED and CBI. So the Congress is saying that the BJP is trying to make an issue out of something of a slip of tongue, and which was immediately clarified by the Congress president. But I think the BJP is going to make this definitely going to make this an issue, and they will take it to the masses. And we have seen that couple of times how this slip of tongue had become politically costly for the Congress party. And I think it'll be interesting to see how Congress counters these assertions which are being made by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Well, Brijesh, I'll request you to stay connected with me. Now, viewers, let's cut across to the reactions of the union ministers, Kiran Rijiju, Arjun Ram Meghwal, as well as Nirmala Sitharaman, who just filed a complaint at the ECI against Congress President Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Let's listen in.
जो कांग्रेस का अध्यक्ष मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी ने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री के ऊपर जो शब्द इस्तेमाल करते हुए अपमानित करने का काम किया, मुझे लगता है ये सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी का विषय नहीं है, ये हमारा देश का विषय है, लोकतंत्र का विषय है। देश का प्रधानमंत्री को आतंकवादी कहना, देश का प्रधानमंत्री को टेररिस्ट कहना, आप सब समझ सकते हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी लोकतंत्र और जो हमारे जीवन में एक इंसान को किस तरीके से बिहेवियर करना चाहिए, आचरण कैसा होना चाहिए, इसका नीचे स्तर जहां ले गया है, मुझे लगता नहीं है कि आज तक कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी किसी ने ऐसा अपशब्द प्रधानमंत्री जी के ऊपर में प्रयोग किया है। देश का प्रधानमंत्री सिर्फ बीजेपी का प्रधानमंत्री नहीं होता है, ये देश का प्रधानमंत्री होता है, आपका मेरा सबका प्रधानमंत्री होता है। चुनाव में मत प्राप्त करके हमारे 140 करोड़ भारतीयों का आशीर्वाद के बाद दुनिया के सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र का भारत देश का प्रधानमंत्री हुए हैं, और प्रधानमंत्री को आतंकवादी कहना, आप सब समझ सकते हैं कांग्रेस का मानसिकता 2007 से जो शुरू हुए हैं। 2007 में मौत का सौदागर कहकर के उस समय का कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष ने, और उसके बाद जितना शब्द प्रधानमंत्री जी के ऊपर में जो उपयोग किया है, चाहे प्रधानमंत्री जी को नीच इंसान कहा है, चाहे वो कमांडर इन थीफ कहा है, पॉइजनस स्नेक जहरीला सांप कहा है, क्या क्या प्रधानमंत्री जी को नहीं कहा। लेकिन आज तो सारा जो सीमाएं है वो लांघ दिया है, सीमाएं पार कर दिया है।
Shri Mallikarjun Kharge has used calling him a terrorist is the bottommost in the pit that they have falling. A country where its Prime Minister has repeatedly said zero tolerance for terror. We will take every action, as opposed to the way in which Congress-led UPA acted on terrorists. They did all kinds of compromises. They didn't take any action. Whereas you find a Prime Minister who has taken sternest position and made sure terrorism is not given any inch of a space in this country. And here is the Congress party president calling him a terrorist. Outrageous. It's, as was rightly pointed out by our Law and Justice Minister in the Commission, it's both an insult to the elected mandate given by the people of India. 140 crore people have given this mandate. It's an insult. More importantly, it is an insult to the entire system in this country, where through elections people choose their leader, and once chosen, he is the leader for the entire country.
Now, viewers, moving on, a shocking case from Bengaluru where a woman has been arrested for allegedly murdering her boyfriend in a brutal and premeditated attack. Now, according to police, the accused, Prema, was in a relationship with the victim, Kiran, and had been upset for several days, alleging that he was neglecting her. Understand how this bone-chilling incident actually took place. Now, viewers, police say the woman invited Kiran to her home on the pretext of planning a special marriage proposal. Once there, she allegedly tied his hands and feet and blindfolded him. When Kiran grew suspicious and questioned her actions, she reportedly claimed it was part of the proposal. Now, moments later, police say she doused him with kerosene, set him on fire, and even recorded the incident. Now, Kiran suffered severe burn injuries and died on the spot. Now, the investigators suspect the murder was premeditated, noting that the accused had arranged the kerosene in advance. Now, the woman has been taken into custody and further interrogation is underway. Viewers, Prime Minister Narendra Modi mourned the killing of 26 innocent people in the ghastly terror attack of Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir, affirming that India will never bow to terror and such heinous designs will never succeed. Now, in a post on social media X on the first anniversary of the attack, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the nation stands with the